Okay, 1 week has passed since I planted all of the seeds in the different rows here and already getting some very fun and interesting results. As you can see in this first chart here, I've written down the germination days, how many days it took for seeds to germinate. And what I found was that in most of the bags, I was having the seeds germinate on the earliest day within the day range that was claimed for the seed. So for example, the arugula said that it could sprout anywhere from 4 to 8 days, and it germinated on the 4th day for all of the bags. It did eventually germinate in the soil a few days later. So within the first week, I've seen 6 of the seeds germinate in the soil only, and I've seen about 30 of the bags germinate, and that's about half of the rows here. Several of them are warmer germination, and others of the seeds are simply take longer to germinate. So what I've been doing with each of the bags, as you can see, is I end up opening them once they were germinating to make sure it didn't get too hot during the day. And you can see the plants inside are very happy, and I would watch and see that there was more water needed almost every single day in the ground, so I've been adding a cup of water there. A few of the bags on occasion needed just a little bit of water, but for the most part, since they were all sealed up like a miniature greenhouse for the first week, we really didn't see any evaporation or water loss, and the seeds were in a great environment. Even though the temperatures were down in the upper 40s in the evenings and we had a lot of cool and cloudy days, the plants all seemed to germinate just fine with that. Now what you can see in the next chart is laying out all of the information collected so far. Everything in green are planted just in the soil, and you can see on the germination days on the top chart, there's only a few of them that took about the full week to germinate. The number that actually germinated in those is very, very few. And then you get down to the bottom and you can see the water consumption is extremely high for the soil and negligible for all of the bags. So the bags I am testing now down a little bit deeper into the soil for the moisture level, getting down to where the root level is and not quite as concerned about the surface after the seeds have germinated. So that's it, some interesting results so far, and we'll still see how these plants do once they get a little bit higher, and I'll begin thinning them out once I have very strong plants in each of these.